So I've done a couple things as of late. As you can see, I now have Terraflex springs with my matching Falcon shocks. I had the Falcon shocks previously paired with some old Mopar 2-inch lift springs, but was noticing a little bit of sag in the front, and I had put a spacer in to try to adjust for that. But recently I upgraded to these Terraflex 3.5-inch springs, and I can tell you that the ride quality has improved drastically on road and off-road. So looking forward to this season of off-roading with that. I'm preparing for an upcoming trip here out to Arkansas to do the Ozark Overland Adventure Trail, and it's now the end of winter, so time to get in here and get all these grease fittings greased up, get everything checked, everything torqued, everything made sure that nothing's going to fall apart on me on the trail. And you'll see that I've got these non-disconnecting sway bar links on here right now, and in just a few moments we're going to be changing that out with something, and I'll explain why. Okay, so I mentioned we'd be doing something different with the sway bar links. So this is the Mopar 2-inch lift link that's provided by Mopar. You can see it's just a solid link, goes in just like your factory ones do. They're just a little bit longer, and they are not disconnectable. So unless you get out an 18mm wrench, lay in the mud, try to disconnect it, and then when you're done off-roading, try to put it back on, which is not easy. So what I had done in the past is I had upgraded to these. These, I believe, were Rock Krawler. They are very, very heavy duty. There's no chance that you're ever going to bend these while they're connected. They're greasable, rebuildable, and actually worked pretty well for my needs. The problem with these is, although they're a low price point to get into a disconnect, how the disconnect works is a pin that goes in place of the bolt here, and then you've got this quick snap ring that holds the sway bar link on. Now, one of the biggest issues with this that I have is these bushings wear out quickly. Mud, sand, salt, you name it, anything that's grimy or gritty. These are just plastic-ish. I don't know what exactly they're made out of. Bushings are a little bit rubbery, like a hard rubber. They do squish a little bit. You can see they've got some grooves in them so that when you're, greasing your grease zerts, that it's supposed to keep these things lubricated. It works for a very short period of time, and then they are no longer good and you have to replace them. You can see that even on here, if you look closely, I've got some scoring. So you can see that they just wear pretty badly. And then these snap rings, the ones that come with the Rock Krawler kit are really tight, and they do a pretty good job of staying in, but you can see these things over time, they start to get sticky, and they eventually, sometimes they just disappear while you're out trail riding or while you're driving down the road. They just disappear, and then good luck finding a good quality replacement one that has good spring retention and that is the same length, same thickness as what's needed to hold them into these. So as they wear, what starts to happen is you start to get clunks. So the ID in this bushing starts to wear, and pretty soon you've got a bushing on the top, a bushing on the bottom, and obviously these pins start to wear down top and bottom as well, and you start to get stack tolerance issues between the left and the right side. So we're dealing with 4 bushings, and we're dealing with 4 pins that are all wearing over time. Now, you can see these things don't look new by any stretch of the imagination. I probably have over 100,000 miles on them. So if you're somebody that's putting 10,000 miles on your truck a year, this may be the setup for you. If you're somebody on a budget, this may be the setup for you. One of the nice things about this kit was that, unlike the other products on the market for the inexpensive ones to get into, you have to cut off a tab on your axle. With the Rock Krawler one, you do not have to cut off a tab, because on the passenger side here, they've made it so that one of the tabs goes on this side, other tab goes on this side, and you do not have to cut the factory tab off the axle. So that's a nice thing. All the other ones require cutting of your axle tabs or your sway bar link tabs off. So great product if you're not doing a lot of high mileage type driving or usage. But for me, after 100,000 miles, hearing all the clunks every time I hit an expansion joint, every time I hit a manhole, every time I hit a pothole, every time I enter a driveway, I'm sick of it. So we are now installing the Apex Quick Link Disconnect. So looking forward to getting these on. Already got them measured out. I'm not going to show you how to install them because there's lots of videos on these things. But looking forward to doing a proper review. Like I said, I'm heading to Arkansas here shortly to do the Overland Adventure Trail. It's a 5-day event, so looking forward.